Hey guys, welcome back. Marius here, and today we have another awesome cool things about Fallout 76, and that is new patch that has released just yesterday. And I'll show you my favorite few things, and then I'll go through the rest of the patch notes. So stick with me for a while. You'll see what's most important here, and then you can do other things. So first things, just a quick summary. As I'm doing usually, these patch notes contain 107 bug fixes, most of the part, and 54 new entries as balances, new introduction, new things and everything. But let's get to the main point, what I read and what's absolutely awesome. I will get back to the beautiful screen. This is just where I can mark my favorite upgrades. So vendor and faction upgrades. There are two new things happening. One is vendor for each faction except Enclave can now be found downstairs in the shop of White Spring Resort. So all the vendors at one point, so you don't need to fast travel to check their loot anymore. They all are in one place. That is super cool thing. But wait a minute, there's even better thing. Now, as another patch note reads, the pool of 200 caps that was previously allocated to each vendor faction has been merged into one combined pool of 1,400 caps that shared across all factions. What it means now, you don't even need those all guys together if you are logging in constantly every day and selling the stuff you have stored, or just selling things. So every vendor has at the beginning of the day 1,400 caps, and they share it across. So obviously the overall amount of things you can sell is in the same price, the same caps, but you don't need to travel and you don't need other vendors. You can just sell all the things in the one particular day at one vendor. That is absolutely awesome because I was annoyed doing that. But wait a minute, just few more things. Absolutely game changing is V.A.T.S no longer targets friendly or neutral players or creatures. It was so annoying when you were killing Scorch Beasts and there was another player or a turret that shoots, and your virtual attack V.A.T.S system was all the time targeting your friendly players. It was so annoying. Oh my god. Now it's fixed. And let me see, I think, yeah, the green markers, that's it. And there are some minor things I was just going through, and I thought it's a good thing they did is for some challenges we need we need reduced amount from 50 to 25 beverages, so half the amount to get those challenges. I assume it's quite annoying for those guys who did full amount, and now it's, well, half of that. But yeah, for me it's cool because I don't think I have reached that. Another thing is resources that glowing creatures drop in loot as loot in nuke zones, such as glowing mass and hardened mass. Those are super rare materials, are now instanced for all players that dealt damage to those creatures. So even if you're a low level player, you can come and play with other high level guys, and if you do any damage, you can get those. I assumed I could have them previously, but now I'm reading the notes, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I gathered as much as other people, but yeah, now that's not an issue. And two more things, quick things, is for me personally, I think it's super excited. Items now can be renamed, including apparel, armor, weapons, power armor chests, and power armor pieces you own, which means now you can even sort out way better your favorite weapons in the inventory list. You just, yeah, if they're in alphabetically, you just, I don't know, add number 1 at the top, or I don't know, Z or X, so they are at the bottom, and that's it. You can rename your favorite well, your items you don't want to sell or you don't want to interact with. And one more thing, small thing, is map. Selecting marker on a map will now make it visible in front of any other overlapping map icons, such as teammate icons. The map and the this marker was and is still so annoyingly bad that at least this improvement is super cool. If you have teammates or any other icons and you need to place your marker or take it away, it was nightmare. Now it should be way easier. All right, guys, those are super exciting things I wanted to mention particularly, so you know how cool they are. But now let's just I'll try to, as fast as possible, dive into everything. I will take a shortcuts because the patch notes are really long, because come on, 107 bug fixes again. Just a reminder, this is third in amount of entries in these patch notes. This is the third biggest patch after, I think, patch 3 and patch 7. So third biggest and third most bugs fixed as in the same time. I can show you the numbers at the end anyways, but yeah, this is not a small patch. There's a lot of things to get through, and obviously I'm not going to read highlights because that is just a summary. I'm not doing a summary, you can read it themselves, blah blah blah. So the first things, for PC that's 2 gigabyte update, for console 6 gigabytes. PC has another 0.0005 version higher, but anyways. So few things. There are new quest line, which I don't know why they are mentioning in 3 different occasions. There's a special poster available for specific time, and yeah, it's new quest line. I would suggest to go in and find yourself out what it is. Then they are mentioning also, yeah, new dungeon not coming now. It's not coming now. It's in 2 weeks. No, in 1 week. In 1 week time, there will be dungeon for experience, challenging ventures. So why is it here? This is a patch notes. If none of that influences the game, why are you showing me this? This is, you can give the heads up what will come in other type, but patch notes are not for things are not there. I don't know. I don't like when they do that. Anyways, now let's jump to the first things. Design and balance. So survival mode beta, not my favorite, but well, that's where people are killing other people, PvP. So death mechanics, the amount of aid dropped and on death has been reduced. Also, the caps lost is reduced from double to 25% of character's level. So if you are 60 character and you lose, you die, you lose not half of them, you lose only 15 caps. And not 15, yeah, it was double. Sorry, it was double. Now it's reduced to 25, which means 8 times less. You lose 8 times less caps than previously. Scoreboard. Map highlights for top 3 ranked players are now based on player killed scoreboard rather than longest live. So now it's all about killing. Apparently people like killing when they are going PvP. Temporarily invulnerability. Sorry, that word is too long for me. In recent hotfix, we addressed an issue that could prevent temporary effect from being applied correctly to players after fast traveling and respawning. So basically, it should go under bug fix because there was a bug and you fix it. I don't know why it's. Anyways, they're making those. Okay, I'm not saying anything bad. It's all good. We love patch notes. We love balance changes and everything. Vendor and faction upgrades. As I mentioned previously, all the factions except Enclave can be found in White Spring Resort. Yeah, that should reduce the need for fast travel. Thank you for saying that. All right, the pool of 200 caps now are in one huge pool. shared across combined for all the vendors. Yeah, it means buying from one or selling to one vendor. It automatically updates for all the vendors. So all the vendors are basically in the same cap pool. Yeah, the change should not be offer more flexibility. Yes, it does. And yeah, vendor cap pool still resets after 20 real-time hours. So every 20 real-time hours, it's reset. Turret attack damage and range tuning. Player built towers now affected by player PvP damage rules, which features damage scaling, as well as increase the base damage of all types, ranging from plus 15 to 100% damage depending on turret. Additionally, turret's attack range has been increased to match players' weapon range. So yeah, finally they are not outranged. And shotgun turret projectile spread has been reduced to better match combat shotgun. Cool. These changes should help turrets in camps and workshop pose bigger and more consistent threat than against attackers. So yeah, they were easy peasy to deal with. Now at least something. Additional design and balance change. All right. In the camp, the chance to acquire milk has been reduced. Consume alcohol challenge has requirements reduced. That's yeah, what I read before. From 50 to 25, from 50 to 25. For why it's mentioned twice? Oh, consume and craft. Those are the difference. Another thing, several craftable hats outfits had their crafting cost increased and cap well decreased. Fine. Food, a trait which food spoils now is more consistent. Items, resources are glowing. Yeah, the resources as glowing mass and hardened mass that dropped in nuke zones. Now, if you hit them creature, you get the loot as well. Another items, equipping armor with cryogenic or ascendary legendary mods. Okay, legendary mods no longer causes the wearer to become hostile towards attacking player in adventure mode prior to returning fire. So basically, by my book, it's a glitch, it's a bug. You had a bug. Why it's not under a bug fix? It's not balance update. It's you had a bug. Again, they are trying to make it look better than it is. V.A.T.S no longer target friendly or neutral players or creatures. Awesome, thank you for that. All right, moving on. User interface. New features, new screen. Upon logging, new screen will automatically display or notify about new announcements. So basically, more advertising from Bethesda to shop in their Atomic shop. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm not going to read about your awesome things to push people buy things from your Atomic shop. The new screen can be dismissed by selecting my main menu and then options to view the game main menu. All right, in the menu you can disable it. Simple as that. Once closed, the new screen can be reopened. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to reopen. In main menu by selecting news option. Cool. Moving on, new feature, item renaming. So that's the thing I already mentioned. You can rename your armor, weapons, your apparel. I don't like the board. Power armor chases and power armor pieces you own. Weapons that stick like throwing knives or grenades you cannot rename. That's kind of logical. And to rename, yeah, you go in, select it in your inventory, stash or workbench, choose to inspect, so basically inspecting option, and then there's another option, rename it. And even more, if you do some mistake or anything, you can choose clear the name, which will give the default name. And also, when you sell the item, it will get back the weapon's original name. So you can't name your, I don't know, weapon, I don't know, kitten blaster and sell it. It will not be kitten blaster. It will be with the default name. Just bear that in mind. Additional user interface updates. Item assignment icons. When viewed in the stash and transfer items, items have been assigned to object. Now display icons next to names indicating where they have been assigned. Cool. Fermentier items that have condition will now display condition bars next to their names when viewed in Fermentier. Okay. Maps, selecting marker. As I said, yeah, it will be in front of any other icon. Thank you for that. This was interesting. I caught my attention, but I'm not thinking this is too big of a deal. The stash container preview window has been removed. The transfer menu must be opened to view contents of your stash. So when you approach the stash, I assume there will be no this quick loot, this information screen, which was quite useful in my opinion, but well, it's removed for unknown reasons. Probably there's a reason. Sorry devs, I'm not going to read your note because, well, you had how much time? The game is out almost half a year, maybe not as long, but 4 months and a little bit more, and you still haven't figured out your way around your game. Enough listening. Just make the game playable, please. Voice. Removed support for Xbox Kinetic as microphone option in the interest of overall performance and optimizing for the game. So the game was not optimized, so you remove the voice. Fine by me, fine by me. I don't have Xbox Kinect. I know it's unfair, sorry. Art and graphics. So animations, characters now sip refreshing beverage while toiling away at brewing workshop. So workbench. Why do something useful, please, instead? Corpse flowers have reduced updates visual effects that will help them before noticeable at night. Yeah, I guess, thanks. Main menu, sound effects now play while highlight adventure and survival options when choosing mode after playing play. After selecting play. Survival beta sound effects now play upon. Yes. Survival beta sound effects now. So basically, I would place them as bugs as well because there was apparently silence. Haven't checked because I haven't started a new play. I'm playing the same old character I had. So those technically are also bugs you fix. But anyways, who am I to judge? I'm ML Morris. I am to judge. All right, this is the best part. So we have now cleared out 1/3 of the patch notes, and I will squeeze in. I will just rush over this rest of the because for simple and reasonable explanation. Those are bugs that are fixed, and they are coming in hundreds, like amount in every patch notes for the last patch notes, which means the number is not reducing. It's not like they're fixing and now the game is perfect. The game is still. I was making I made a prediction in previous patch notes that by the numbers, by the logical assumption and projection in future, it seems like there will be always a lot of bugs, game-breaking bugs, and your playthrough, gameplay, I don't know, bugging and making annoying bugs. So it's, anyways, you got the point. There is hundreds of them, 600 in particular, 637 I think at this point has been fixed, and more of them coming. So don't be too excited. This is just what they have fixed. There are way more still in the game. I kid you not. All right, enough of that. Performance and stability. This is just amazing. Those bug fixes are amazing. Players will no longer encounter black screen. Cool. Reduce client hitching around creatures and other players. Cool. Improved server performance. Blah blah blah. Cool. Addressed issue with performance at Atomic Shop. Yeah, this was absolutely needed. Addressed issue that would affect performance when browsing Atomic Shop. So Atomic Shop, the place where you ditch your money. This must be perfect. Thank you for making that perfect. And Atomic Shop initial loading time has been improved, so you can get to the Atomic Shop even faster, because that's what's important for Bethesda. Made optimization improvements during the character save process. Thank you. Fixed an issue that could game client unresponsive after fast traveling or spawning. Thank you. So basically, this is just what made me angry like few tens of times. Thank you for fixing. At least you are saying you fixed it. Addressed the crash that occurred while player claimed workshop, and another crash after dying and respawning multiple times while wearing power armors, because you are not allowed to die many times in power armor. That causes the glitch. Just insane. And then I'll just go. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. If you find some of your bugs annoying, you can check the full patch notes, because there's 100 of them. No one will listen and check the video if I'm reading, and I'm reading badly. English is not my native language, but you can see animations, environments, items. Exiting workbench while third-person view no longer causes game camera to always face true north. Thank you, I guess, because come on. Blueprints. Addressed an exploit that could allow players to gain free camp placement. Oh yeah, those nasty 20 caps. How dare you to get that exploit? No more exploit. Addressed exploit that could allow beverage to be duplicated. So some kind of duplication glitch is still there. Exploit. What else? You see the crafting. Fixed the issue where unlearned objects were missing icons and preview. This game is out more than 4 months. 4 months. Okay, this fermenter was introduced in the previous patch, and I said they are now bringing more content into game, which means they are bringing more bugs into game. So this was the moment in the previous patch where Bethesda should have catched out and squeezed out all the bugs, most of the bugs, like close to the zero, and then when they introduce new content and make new changes, it's kind of logical there will be some new bugs. They are not even close to coming to getting zero bugs. Challenges. This was my best part. Basically, different kind of challenges. Now correctly progress. Now correctly progress. Now correctly completed. Now correctly progress. So those daily as social combat and weekly challenges assumes not correctly. Now correctly completes. It was not correctly completing. So it was annoying as hell if you have daily quest that is not progressing or anything. How? Why? Come on. Anyways, for enemies, few updates. Large enemies no longer spawn in incompatible locations. Thank you for that, I guess. Yeah, creatures will now use sprint if they are out of their reach, so they can reach and start attacking again, I guess. Items. Railway rifle now correctly benefits from rifle related perk, which means 4 months we could be playing game having rifle related perk, but railway rifle, which is rifle in the title, was not getting benefits out of it. So all the game, all those bugs I have played and everyone else has played before, it was probably not working as it should be all the time. And if that's not absolutely game crashing bug, we never know. I never noticed probably that railway rifle was not working with this benefit. Oh my god, this was one of my favorites as well, just favorites. Charged weapons such as salvage assaultron head now correctly deal increased damage in proportion of number times it has been charged. No, that was not the one. Yeah, this one. The same salvage assaultron head no longer fires fires all fusion cells in player's inventory in the first shot. Imagine, I'll explain you. You gather a lot of fusion cells you have in your backpack, and you decide to take this salvage assault on head and just check it out how it shoots, just because you're a little curious kitten. And you do one shot and all your fusion cells are gone. How cool is that? Okay, I'll move forward. Quests and events, exploits coming to fruition. Those are the quest lines. Thank you for fixing them. And one of the most ridiculous perks. Perks were broken up to this point. Shared perk, I have this. Now longer automatically becomes unshared if the sharing player charisma stat is not modified. No longer automatically becomes so basically you had this perk, it was working, but if your charisma stat was modified by something, anything, you put new stat or anything, it became unshared. What? It's just beyond. Sound. Thank you for fixing 4 sound issues. User interface. Oh my god. Challenges, combos, challenges. What have you released 4 months before? I have no clue. I don't have enough strength to read all the things that are still broken, was still broken in a game, and you fixed it more than 4 months after the game release. After you get full price of your product, this is when you're still fixing hundreds of issues. Sorry guys if you hoped for me to read all the news out. I have no more energy for this. These exciting new things and improvements, and I'm happy about them, but bug fixes. Oh, Miss Kuzi. At this current state, we have 681 bug fixes released since day 1 up until yesterday, and it consists basically all the releases that Bethesda is putting out consists 73.8, basically 74% of fixing bugs. And still, Todd Howard went out and openly said that Fallout 76 was absolutely awesome launch. Perfect. Sorry, dude, sorry. Your understanding of perfect and my understanding of perfect apparently is somewhere different. Anyways, I will link down link to the patch notes. You can fully read them out and find if your most annoying bug is fixed. And I also will add link to this this is called Fallout 76 patch notes, where I have summary and everything. Just I don't know if you want to. Who would want to? I need also some more deep analysis, but it's how it is. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. This is cool news that finally Fallout 76 is getting a little bit closer to be a real game, playable game, something that you are not frustrated and crashing all the time and getting bug after bug and just annoyingly rage quit and play something else. I'm happy, and I will go and check it out, because it seems now at least the vendors are way improved. So thank you for that, and thank you for watching, and we will meet in next videos. Thank you guys, cheers and goodbye.